All right. Oh shoot, let's get some music. Uh, uh, uh. I did not use my shit. Oh. That's loud. Yeah, that should do. That should do. Yo, SNR Captain on top of it. So close. What's good? What's good? Damn it. This is about to be my third time to log into Twitch just to go live, and now I just tried to fucking send you a chat. No, not sign up, you motherfucker. Alright, hold on. I can't see your chat yet. I'm getting back to it. Hey. Third 2FA authentication. Let's go. Hold on, I will get back to you, Senior Captain. Hey. Was good. All right, we got to do the blast off cast. What should we say? Doing good. Busy. All right, base VIP. Okay, 10 hours. Now let's do the live. You know what? I'm gonna do Give me just a second. This looks cool. Love the calm background sound, but can you change it to some music? This is music, I thought, motherfucker. Here. Do you mean like, hold on. We're probably already getting copyright struck for this music. I was too lazy. Hold on. All right, what do you think of? I won't do Red Sun Rising, or maybe I should. Let's do this. It's our audio levels a little low. You want the music loud while we're chilling and blasting off, or? Lock the fucking senior captain. I'm your senior captain. You're senior. You're Mr. Captain. I am Dr. Captain. How is it in your part of the world, bro? Where are you at? I always forget. Okay, don't distract me anymore. I gotta do this fucking blast off, guys. Doesn't even tag me. Just screenshot it. How can you not find the share link? Nigeria. Oh, I got so many Nigerians, bruh. Y'all are quite the populous peoples. I got you and John Bull, my son. Unless you're just the same person. I see you. All Nigerian same. Got you, got some Indonesians one time. Some East Asia, I can't remember. I think Tashin. Hey, Ollie. Oi. It's Ollie Stewart. I know what username he would go with. Okay, let me boost up my audio to be a lot more than the music now that we got some people coming in. Hello. It's been a minute, y'all. It's been too long. I think that looks okay. LOL, it's my old one from when I tried to be a local politics streamer. Ice Toad is joining the ranks. Maybe it is time once again for the cross-promotional, collaborative Web3 network of political contributors and activators, organizers. I don't know why I went British. They suck at fucking politics. I don't need to give them no flowers, dude. They're doing my guy Zach Polanski dirty right now. Ice Toad is gonna be streaming, bro. Streaming or making a podcast. We'll see. He might do a little bit of both. Stream Elements, Anti-Crypto Crypto Club merch is here, comrades. Guys, this is from years ago. Yo, Stream Elements still works. Hey, well, guys, if you want to see some merch I designed, I don't know how many years ago. Let's click on the link. Here we go. Will it work? This was my first print on demand thing. This was the very first merch I was designing. I don't know. Does anyone remember me for Anti-Crypto Crypto Club? That was before I joined Farcaster, y'all. This was from my Twitter days. God, I wonder where all that footage has gone. Because I was looking at my channel and I don't have shit on there anymore. I have stuff uploaded to my YouTube now, but that's over the past couple months. I still definitely have some lost retake footage. I wonder if they'll ever give me that. Y'all still there? Yeah, this ain't gonna work. You were a streamer before diving into Web3? I became a streamer because I wanted to tell people on Web 2 about Web 3. I only ever became active on social media to tell people about crypto and blockchain. Not like shill coins. I've never really done that except for bread. And then Farcaster, I've had fun with it. But nah, my original foray, my jump into this was trying to emulate what the Blockchain Socialist was doing, except as a cool streamer dude who also games and just talks to people. You know, a little bit more personal. All right, this shit is not going to work. Damn it. Fuck. Where is it? Where can I go to find it? Nope, that's not gonna work. No, what does this have it? No. Damn it. I thought this had some. Does it have my old one? Hey, there it is. Fourth wall, that's what it was. Damn it, I have to sign into this shit. This is some of the shit I've made over the years. This is probably a year old, same as this, and then this stuff is more than a year old. Oh, my girth stuff I hid. Maybe it's still on here somewhere. Browse all. Nah, I took them off. I need to add some more stuff. I need some Politics Network merch now. You a gamer? Wow. Everyone's a gamer. All right, let's not be gatekeeping gaming. I'm great at some games. I'm terrible at others. It can all be fun. I'm more an entertainer. I'm an edutainer. Looks cool. They still available? They are always available. Here, let me. Here's the link. There's my ADHD for y'all. Stream Elements sends a merch link, and now I'm off to the races. All right. Did y'all see the Blast Off cast? The Blast cast. Yes, Ollie Stewart did. Thank you. Let's put this in the chat. All right. I need to figure out how I can feature chat on the screen though. I always like doing that, but maybe I can add it as a source though. No, that's not how you do it. Does everyone just window capture their chat? What the fuck? Seems a little lame. Maybe if I... If I did that. That's not it. So it's not a window. I'll be there for you. Sorry, she's watching Friends. All right. Yeah, I'm feeling inspired. I can definitely make something like this for the Politics Network and a hoodie version. This one's so sick though. Dude, this was before the ticker was actually scum though. That's how long ago I designed it. Where did he go? I actually remade it. I repurposed the whole ass meme with Dish and he loved it just as much. Oh shit. All right. Let's see. Oh. All right. So the first video I'm going to show y'all. Ollie, I hope you're there. Senior Captain, I hope you've engaged with the Blast Off cast. Yep, Hamalama. Are you in the chat though? Boost noises. So, what am I trying to build here?
What's the point here, y'all? Why is it better for us to come together? It's because the platforms owned by techno-feudalist overlords are taking over everything, and their AI are coming for all of us. So we must scum together, y'all. So in the spirit of that, we're gonna watch the inspiration, the precedent, who we will emulate, the network we will infiltrate, and the content we will produce. This is what we are about. Please join the Politics Network.
On September 11, 2001, in the Cars Cinematic Universe, one of the planes.
But on
You guys want to see something crazy?
That he is also similarly simplified.
Hold on.
It may make for a nice, easy story that you can digest, but it doesn't actually constitute a real or deep knowledge of anything that's happening.
For fun, for entertainment, okay? So just see this as a fun class where we're gonna explore some fun topics that have no scholarly basis, okay?
Imagine your teacher opening up your class saying, we're just going to have some fun speculating on some stuff with no scholarly basis. The timeline here is really important, as these lectures where he starts sounding more defensive began to happen after he started blowing up in March of 2026. I suspect he's doing this in response to the increased criticism he's been getting now that his profile has...
Mammoth Milk, first time chat. What's up? What's up?
Let me translate it for you then. The pedophile vampires are coming to steal your children from the crib. Okay, they're trying to capture their mind, their heart, and their soul. All right, does that make it absolutely clear? We are awaiting your response, Mammoth Milk.
Techno-feudal overlords. All right. Are you from are you Sorry, I'm playing it up for my homies. I'm not familiar with Mammoth Milk. Are you on Twitch? Is this your first time hanging out with me? What's up? How's it going? Or are you one of the comrades from Farcaster? This is our first time over here on Twitch, so we're trying it out. We're seeing how we like it. Are you Twitch native? This is my first time in your stream. Okay. Do you know us from Farcaster? Are you a fellow Web3 native?
We're here to recruit God's strongest soldiers in the info war, in the holy info war that we are waging against the techno-feudal overlords.
This is my first time in your stream. No, I don't. All right, so Politically and Senior Captain, I've seen y'all in chat. If you want to explain any of what I just said to our homie Mammoth Milk, maybe you guys get some tips on the back end. Y'all are raking it in today. There ain't a lot of competition in boosts, and I think I'm going to eliminate some of the bots. Some of those guys need to go. But Mammoth Milk, welcome. Welcome to the stream. We are the Politics Network. We are an anti-fragile, uncensorable, decentralized operation, grassroots, community-governed, anti-AI, and algorithmic control over our digital means of reproduction. That's us. A lot more big words, I know, but we have a lot to communicate here, and if you stick around, you just might find out just how much it pays to pay attention here. Let's get back into the video.
significantly risen.
A lot of people, right? A lot of people talked big shit and said, Professor Hassan, which is not my real name. My real name is Professor Jihad, or Dr. Jihad, rather. I'm not a professor, I'm a doctor. A lot of people said,
Scum around and find out. Scum around
Dr.
and
Jihad.
find out.
where is your PhD in racism? Where's your whiteboard, they said. Here it is.
Oh, Solidarity. I got one. Hold on. Can't watch it. The AI thing? All right. Hold up there. What's not playing? Okay. Fremen, we're not gonna get one viewer by you. I think this sounds like a personal problem because everyone else seems to be tuned the fuck in. I am sorry for your shitty ass connection. I pray for you. I'm in solidarity with you, but don't make it my fucking problem. Just kidding. Sorry. Mammoth, we are not no AI thing, okay? Oh, all right, you know Blue Sky? You know at protocol? All right, yeah, maybe we shouldn't be saying Web3 around here. People get a little triggered by that. We are decentralized protocols. We are user-owned and governed platforms and autonomy. All the fucking words. All the big vocab words. Not AI. I mean, frankly, Twitter is the AI thing. All right? Let's be real. All right? Twitter is the AI thing. The whole thing just exists to shovel slop into Grok, Elon's favorite piggy. Okay, the extension, reflection of Elon himself. Grok. Okay, we are not the AI thing. We have appropriate AI. Okay, our bots are lovable. Okay, and they're not spammy either. And they're not the fucking ungodly source of objective truth neither. We kind of have fun with them. A lot of them are cute and comedic and AI thing. Nanar is pretty fucking helpful if that's what you're referring to. There's a thing called Fatcaster that is a medical AI. Okay, no. Not us. Farcaster Protocol. It's like Blue Sky, except a little bit better. I mean, I love Blue Sky. Blue Sky is actually getting a bunch of development going on it that I'm pretty damn excited about. But Mammoth Milk, the thing I don't like about Blue Sky are no payment rails. Oh, yeah, you can use Stripe, you can use Visa, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, that shit sucks dick for microtransactions. I was promised micro-tipping and microtransactions in the digital era. None of that shit. Oh, go Sama. What up? We got Mammoth Milk and we got Fremen here. Go Sama. Tell them what's up. Tell them how they can get paid. How does it pay to pay attention here? Because all of that happens on Farcaster. Yes, we are infiltrating Twitch. I might go live on TikTok. I've done a lot of streaming on YouTube. But I don't really get that much discovery. So I'm so happy. 1 to 2 people have randomly scrolled across our little channel here. How you doing? We are kind of foreshadowing who we're against here.
we're in a battle between good and evil.
Is Farcaster an app you have? Yes. You download Farcaster. Does anyone want to send them their referral link? I think it's all free to join now. If you have I think it's on if you have a phone number, right, y'all? It used to cost a little so we could fight the spam bots, but now it's a pretty decent filter. Farcaster's the future, man. Farcaster and at least Blue Sky. If you're not into at least trying, I'm getting too distracted by y'all. I'm here to learn from Dr. Jihad. Okay, we're here to learn how to become a better political network and how to get to the level of prestige that the Hasanabi Industrial Complex has reached. Bro, they are getting featured every goddamn day on Fox News, CNN, MSNBC. Holy shit. Is it like a woke Twitter? No. So that's the cooler thing about Farcaster. The wokes are in the minority, all right? I might be considered one of those wokes, but I'm the cool woke, all right? I'm based, all right? I'm just based. I don't like woke liberal shit. I'm just based. It's just a social media option, but also has a crypto wallet in it. No, he said the no word. We don't fuck with crypto and scams. Nah. Nah, fuck Trump. Fuck Trump coin. Fuck Melania coin. Crypto. What is that? I don't know. We prefer digital tokenization. All right. I don't know what he's going on about. This is we like tokens, gift economies, mutual exchange of values. Yeah. I don't know what the fuck. Stream Elements, I don't know how I gave you permission to be in here, but it's been so many years, I don't know how to rescind those permissions. I'm going to have to log into Stream Elements. Fuck. I have downloaded it. Thank you, Mammoth Milk. So, if you want to find me and our channel, this is my username, and just search for the Politics channel. Oh, wait. Unrecognized command. Fuck, I didn't mean to do that. Just search Politics, and you'll find, and scroll over to channel. That's us. That's the Politics Network. We are live and alive, trying to grow this thing. Here, maybe, should we I'm not getting distracted. I'll show you the channel later. Hopefully you find it and you can tell me how much you like it, because I would love to hear your review and your report. And if you signed up and you have the app and you give me a little review, you tag me a little bit and I follow you, I can start sending you pennies. I can send you dimes and quarters and maybe $1. Depending on how much you put out, I'll fling that change at you, dog. And that change could turn into dollars. Those dollars could turn to tens of dollars. And sometimes, just maybe, those tens of dollars turn into hundreds of dollars. You just gotta wait. You just gotta lock in, contribute, join the network, help us build something better. Let's find out how to build something better by watching our very educational Dr. Jihad. Okay, the audio is on. Dr. Jihad? Oh, yeah, he is there. Is Farcaster the next iFunny? Please, God, no.
Okay.
Ra. Can I have my green cart? That's what I'm doing.
That's right.
Yeah, on the edge. I thought it was on near the scissors.
Do you understand now? This is how it works. This is how it works. PBS. Oops. PBS. Dr. Jihad. But his board looks cooler? Okay, well, we're working on it. What are you going to teach us? Today, we are going to learn about Kusi. Okay, we're going to learn about Kusi. What Kami says, thank you for the 30 gifted subs. Open Presents, thank you for the 25 gifted subs. Damn, I bring 1 bit back. And hella people are in the chat lasering me with gifties. Yes, today we're going to learn about Kusi. This is an ambulance, okay? This is an ambulance. It's a type of a car. Okay? It's a type of car. This is a police car. It's also another type of a car. Okay? When one car falls in love with another car, they have a baby car. Sometimes a bus. Okay?
Farcaster? You shouldn't.
Now,
Shouldn't anymore.
in the car cinematic universe, okay, the fact that there are female cars and male cars and also baby cars implies that these cars have a Kusi,
Right. Right.
which is, of course, a car and a pussy.
True. Logically. Rationally.
Okay? Car plus pussy equals Kusi. That's right. I'm going to do it again. Car plus pussy equals Kusi. Okay? Now let's talk about Car Universe 9/11. In Car's cinematic universe, New York City exists.
True. Yeah.
This is a plane. Also exists in the Car cinematic universe. These are the Twin Towers. Now, also known as the World Trade Center. On September 11, 2001, in the Car cinematic universe, one of the planes hit the towers. Cars 9/11. Now, also in the Cars cinematic universe, okay, when Cars 9/11 happened, Tower 7 did not fall. There's also a Tower 7. It was right here. Okay? Okay? 7. What does this mean? That means that Car Dick Cheney forgot to put explosives inside of Tower 7. where a lot of the secret materials by the CARS Pentagon and the CARS United States government was holding. Pay close attention. Okay, this is what is known as game theory.
Right. Right. They be playing games and we be theorizing.
Okay? Game theory. Very good. Let's get back to the Dr. Jiang lecture now.
The problem with this defense is that he frequently makes predictions and frames them as tests to his theory for validity. Some of these predictions aren't falsifiable, which he never says, but some of them absolutely are, and he sees the results of those predictions as a means of adjusting the theoretical framework. This isn't just entertainment. He's trying to present a working model of the world to his students that supposedly responds to new information. And as we'll see later in this video, Jiang is perfectly happy to share his ideas outside of the classroom as serious geopolitical analysis. If he thinks this is all entertainment, he shouldn't be presenting his understanding of the world as something to be taken seriously. In a later lecture, when Jiang is talking about the factors that help him form his lecture, there are of course 3 of them, he lists them out, and debate and doubt—
I was still copying it? Okay, well, you should have taken notes faster. You should have taken notes faster than you did. And next time, you should remember that. Okay?
The war with Iran. And look, there's been a lot.
Did we learn a lot, chat? Are you edutained? Are you value-tained? God damn it, Stream Elements. Get the fuck out of here. Your link doesn't even fucking work. God, you don't even go here. God. Fuck. Get out of here, Stream Elements. Arrgh. Any of y'all into the new UFOs now? Want to listen to Chapo? Nah, I think I want to do Palantir's super.
Palantir are doing supervillain shit again.
God damn. Why? So dumb.
I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't say that. Maybe branding the company and its leadership as a sort of coterie of supervillains makes them seem like a kind of separate, corrupting force on our society rather than a product of our sick society. You know, Palantir they're not an exceptional case of evil corporate supervillains. If they didn't exist, then some other group of villains would. But man, sometimes they release supervillain manifestos on Twitter and you're just left thinking, oh, these are cartoon villains. These are techno-fascists. They're wankers. So in this video, I just wanted to take a quick look at Palantir's techno-fascist manifesto and situate it within its role driving forward state surveillance, authoritarian policing, US imperial violence, and violent border regimes. And I also kind of just want to draw out how neoliberal a lot of this rhetoric is too. And unfortunately, that does mean I do have to find clips of another weird charisma vacuum tech freak, so you all better watch this video and make my torture worth it. I had to get rid of the music here because I would get copyrighted, but just so you know, this is so grim.
What should I do? Should I not do anything?
Okay, Mammoth, you ain't have to do us like that. What do you mean it's speed run on a bag of lemons? What the fuck, bro? I don't have these issues. What do you... It's really funny, though. and the sentiment is shared, okay? It's really hard to make a decentralized protocol that is also really fast and convenient, okay? It sucks, all right? It'll get ironed out eventually, but if you want, you gotta pay a little bit in inconvenience so you can get some autonomy. Come on, motherfucker, just like your privacy. Sometimes you just gotta do the work, man. I'm sorry. Sometimes, every time I use the code, it send me to the money to make an account. Fuck. I will say, Mammoth Milk, my 50-plus-year-old padre, figured this out like a week and a half ago. So, are you saying you would like to be shown up by a Gen X boomer right now? Or are you gonna lock the fuck in? All right. You gonna make an account? Have you tried to make one? What if I search Mammoth Milk? Mammoth _ milk. Yeah, I'm not getting anything. Yeah, you do not seem to have figured it out yet. It's okay. We'll be here waiting for you on the other side, mate. We'll be there for you on the other side of the web for autonomy. Just our in me. I got some bad songs in my head now.
Yeah, and again, no music here, but as you can see, this is so cringe, it makes me want to die.
I do this for you. Or I've got psychological issues. That's yet to be determined. So, on April 18th, Palantir posted a bizarre 22-point list to Twitter. This list has been called variously a parody of a RoboCop film and the ramblings of a supervillain. Top-notch marketing there.
So Palantir have posted a pretty bizarre manifesto which has been described as the ramblings of a supervillain.
Some highlights of this include 1. Silicon Valley owes a moral debt to the country that made its rise possible. We're off to a strong start, signalling the symbiotic interaction between these techno-fascist freaks and the US state, an intention to deepen and ideologically justify a corporate-state entanglement that is already present through Palantir's involvement in supporting ICE border violence, as well as the multi-billion-dollar contracts with multiple US government agencies, including the US Army, and partnerships with the Israeli military.
If you've heard of US tech company Palantir, what comes to mind? Well, if it's Gaza kill lists, sweeping US immigration raids, CIA spying, or farming the health data of millions of Americans, any of those would be about right. You see, Palantir has emerged as a critical and controversial component of how the Trump administration gets things done.
So, owing everything to the countries that made it possible, isn't that just a little bit frightening? The manifesto then goes on to express point 4. The limits of soft power, of soaring rhetoric alone, have been exposed. The ability of free and democratic societies to prevail requires something more than moral appeal. It requires hard power, and hard power in this century will be built on software. And just to note on this point, that's marketing as well. They're doing marketing copy to, do some more tech violence. And they add to this point 5, the question is not whether AI weapons will be built, it is who will build them and for what purpose. Our adversaries will not pause to indulge in theatrical debates about the
$2.09 or $209? Please tell me, because 209 it can't be right. I'm just letting you know you are in the wrong place. Oh, different currency. Okay, that's what it was. Where you at? We got Nigerians. We got. Dang it! I was trying to do an iShow Speed reference and I fucked that up. We got Namibians. We got. Fuck! I can't think of all the funny ones he said. Guyana. Oh, hell yeah. Guyana. Let's go. Does Guyana have any beef with Indonesia? They're close, right? I'll send you $1. You are able to join. Oh, that might... Okay. Fartcaster might be discriminating against your region. That might be why the link and it's making you pay. I could ping devs if you don't want to. And it might be a little while. Or you can just get in now. But definitely tell us your username when you join. We're all Farcasters here in chat. This is where we build our network. And now we're trying to get you guys from Twitch. Does Farcaster hate people from Guyana? No. We love everybody. Especially the politics channel. But I would say our American hegemonic powers that be don't like people from Guyana. Ugh. And so there's definitely some geographic discrimination that happens depending on where you're connecting from. Not necessarily a Farcaster specific issue, more like a where all the bot farms are located, how much they value a user, and how much money they can spend on their platform determines, all that stuff. But Farcaster is pretty neutral, I would say. But they like our oil.
Damn right, boy. We're coming for your oil. We need all the oil so we can have all the baby oil produced for our pedophile orgies. Yes. Yes.
Merits of developing technologies with critical military and national security applications. They will proceed. And in the context of the US's declining hegemony that I've spoken about elsewhere as well, it's an imperial decline which has so far been characterized by flailing wars, kidnapping sovereign leaders, and threats to wipe civilizations from the face of the earth. And, this decline could last decades. So these commitments to supporting hard power and AI weaponry read as little more than threats on behalf of the US state. And this is further cemented by a bizarrely British aim to make point 6, national service should be a universal duty. We should, as a society, seriously consider moving away from an all-volunteer force and only fight the next war if everyone shares in the risks and the costs. First of all, don't think Alex Carper Palantir is going to be on the front lines, if I'm going to be honest.
We're proud that you've watched with supporting eyes as we've delivered coal to our adversaries and valuable assets to our friends.
But these calls for national service have been a mainstay of weirdly red reactionary.
Guys, I was able to log into Stream Elements, and we won't be getting that stupid message for fucking merch that doesn't even work. I'll see if I can... Can I find? Okay, never mind.
And in British politics for decades. So it's almost quaint to see it here in this techno-fascist manifesto as well. What this call for national service really does is aim to construct the nation around the figure of the soldier. It constructs the requirement that the nation be ready for an all-out war in the context of the brutal world of hard power. This is a war manifesto. The techno-fascist elements are very clear. I know people don't like the idea of techno-fascism, and it is an under and over theorized concept, but I'm using it as a shorthand for just these fascists who are into tech at this point. Maybe I'll do a video with a deeper conceptualization at some point. But what's kind of funny, it was something I was thinking about, like between all of this and OpenAI and Anthropic constantly banging on about AI.
What's up? High Plains, we've got normies in chat, bro. We're onboarding normies. Dude, Twitch is actually giving us discovery. Can you believe it? I even checked all the boxes about profanity. This is political, all adults, blah blah blah, and somehow we still found some chatters. We're not as censored as we thought. Let's go. Yeah, we're talking to Mammoth Milk. You missed it earlier, bro. We watched Hassan explain Cussy and the car cinematic universe 911. So if you want to go back into the stream, that's what we've been doing. Oh, good times. Good. It's good to stream, guys. It's a fun time. Damn it, what time is it? You know, I don't need to know what time it is. I need to be in limbo. Like, say, what? Yeah, we learned all from Dr. Jihad. We learned all about Cussy and Car 911. Cars 911. Now we're learning about how evil Palantir is, which I think we all know. But it's good to hear and discuss with friends amongst each other.
Heralding the end of stable jobs, we've really sort of reached an age where Silicon Valley no longer promises a better life for everyone, just a worse one with scarier guns. You know, putting aside, of course, that Anthropic and OpenAI are really just lying about the impact of AI on jobs for their own marketing, and there is so far very little evidence that LLM uptake is resulting in job losses. The tools themselves aren't really reliably increasing productivity because of various features which include like changing workloads rather than destroying jobs, and the companies that produce these tools aren't profitable. But I digress. Whether or not these companies are profitable and whether or not the LLMs...
So it might not have been Farcaster discriminating you, Mammoth Milk. It might have been Guyana VPN or like, you know, Guyana firewall protection. I'm not familiar with whatever the hell your government does, but yeah, it might have been them.
Can do what they say they can do doesn't mean that they are not dangerous. And number 17 on the Supervillain Manifesto has very quickly been put into practice in the UK. Silicon Valley must play a role in addressing violent crime. Many politicians across the United States have essentially shrugged when it comes to violent crime, abandoning any serious efforts to address the problem or take any risks with their constituencies or donors in coming up with solutions and
I can hear you. I am now American. Let's see if this works. Yeehaw. Just put on a cowboy hat.
Experiments in what should be a desperate bid to save lives. Now, obviously, the main thing that they're pointing to is a very racialized aspect of violent crime. In the context of the US, this is a very clearly racialized call to over-police black communities. Just obviously is. And engage in the kind of policing of migrants and drug cartels that has become a sort of feature of the American neo-fascist expansionary politics. You know, the reason that the formal reason they kidnapped Maduro was because he was apparently falsely doing international drug crime in the US. So this kind of violent crime discourse is part of the same securitized and racialized discourse that has been pervaded.
Yeah, we hate communism around here. Ain't no communist here, promise, Ossifer.
Invading contemporary fascism as it's come out of the US. But it's also important to note that while this appeals to violent crime, it should be
we believe in our Second Amendment right to drive drunk and carry a gun while doing so.
Immediately obvious that the discursive value of violence is a justification of extreme methods of authoritarian surveillance beyond just the realms of what's considered crime. You know, are the migrants simply working day to day before being rounded up by masked paramilitary thugs from ICE guilty of violent crime? And as I was writing this, the UK has just taken into practice this kind of techno-fascist manifesto commitment in the context of facial recognition being rolled out across UK police forces. And this happened in the wake of a failed human rights challenge against London's Metropolitan Police Force and their use of the technology. And The Guardian has revealed that the Met Police are in talks with Palantir to secure their tech with the nebulous aim to automate intelligence analysis for criminal investigations. And Palantir already supply AI tech to Scotland Yard and several other police forces across the UK, which is bad enough. But with the rollout of facial recognition in policing, I have to say, this makes me extra worried, and obviously in the context of the UK, this will be rolled out in racialized policing as well, but will also be used to clamp down on protests. We have various cases so far of the UK's extreme anti-protest policing. And this kind of facial recognition technology is only going to be used to make that increasingly harsh. If you're at a demo, an action, or a protest, wear a mask, cover your face. And Palantir has been integrating into the British state, as well as the US state, for a while now. Back in 2020, it bought access to NHS data for £1, and Palantir currently holds at least £670 million worth of government contracts, overwhelmingly in two key areas, health and defence. One of these key contracts, and makes me feel like I'm losing my mind a bit, but one of these key contracts was secured after then Ambassador to the US Peter Mandelson brought Keir Starmer to the showroom of Palantir, and per the Telegraph, Starmer allegedly broke ministerial code by failing to declare a meeting with Palantir, who are a client of Mandelson's lobbying firm. And this isn't the only deal with the UK which has raised questions of corruption. There was a recent story from The Nerve which has revealed a revolving door between the UK state and Palantir. Lawrence Lee is a senior advisor to Palantir CEO Alex Karp on geostrategy. Lee was previously second permanent secretary to the Ministry of Defence prior to his Palantir appointment in 2024, and played a key role in the MOD's entire AI strategy, helping write its Defence Artificial Intelligence strategy in 2022. Moreover, a total of 4 peers have worked for the company, including Tom Watson, a former deputy leader of the Labour Party, and John Woodcock, a former special advisor to Gordon Brown. Both, incidentally, were massive opponents of Jeremy Corbyn. Watson sits on Palantir's advisory board. He's also chair of the Advisory Council for Lodestone Communications, the lobbying firm Palantir hired in 2024. So Palantir and the British state are increasingly embroiled with one another, with a revolving door between those who would apparently scrutinise the farming out of data and defence, and the shadowy spy company run by de-yassified Taika Waititi that they're selling to. And just another aside, in terms of things that make me feel like I'm losing my mind a bit, the stuff with Mandelson makes me feel crazy. For anyone in my international audience who doesn't know, Peter Mandelson was a former functionary in Tony Blair's New Labour government. He was widely reviled as a shadowy figure, known as the Prince of Darkness, because of his role as a ruthless spin doctor. A liar-in-chief for the government, but also a dinosaur of his age. No one liked him. No one in the public liked him. He was deeply unpopular.
High Plains, you better hit the booster cast for the cannon. I barely got any engagement. It's gonna be a very tiny cannon. I need more. Mammoth, when you figure out how to get on Farcaster, you can get in on this cannon action too. This is something we do when we go live. We pay you for boosts. Yeah, that's right. That's what's fucking cool about Farcaster. We have so many tools, so many ways to exchange and distribute value. And one of those things, I believe, is in compensating for your time and attention. So if you contribute to the conversation or the content, you get rewarded for it. Get paid for what you do to build your community. Let's make our politics better.
But Starmer felt it was a great idea to bring him back as US ambassador. Before it turned out he maintained a close relationship with Jeffrey Epstein for years and passed on market-sensitive information to Epstein, leading to a police probe. Now it turns out Mandelson failed his security check prior to his appointment, but the decision was overruled by Foreign Office civil servant Ollie Robbins. Starmer claims he didn't know about this, which is obviously bullshit, while Robbins has claimed that he fell under constant pressure with an atmosphere of constant chasing to approve Mandelson's appointment. And this is a digression from the main point of the video, but I do just need to talk about it because it makes me feel like I'm going crazy. I'm not an expert in spin, but appointing an unpopular, known liar and friend of the world's most famous paedophile and sex trafficker to a senior position, and then brokering deals with techno-fascist AI spy companies with him at your side, does not seem to be a recipe for a popular government. It's easy not to do that. Fuck. Anyway.
It should be, shouldn't it?
Back to Palantir. I wrote this video after I finished writing the previous one, so I'm on a knife edge. I'm a donkey on the edge.
I'm a donkey on the edge!
The final point in Palantir's Supervillain Manifesto that I wanted to kind of delve deeper into were points 21 and 22. Some cultures have produced vital advances. Others remain dysfunctional and regressive. All cultures are now equal. Criticism and value judgments are forbidden. Yet this new dogma glosses over the fact that certain cultures, and indeed subcultures, have produced wonders.
Some people call me a relativist, and by that they mean I believe that all views are as good as any other views. Well, I just have one thing to say to that. No one believes that. No one thinks all views are as good as any other view.
Others have proven middling and at worst regressive and harmful.
While we attempt to support the warfighters and others who do deeply important and often dangerous things to secure our way of life that undergird the superiority of the West, we believe Palantir is a metaphor for the splendor and artistry and discipline necessary to build great things, what has made the West great over thousands of years.
To secure our way of life.
We must resist the shallow temptation of a vacant and hollow pluralism. We in America, and more broadly the West, have for the past half-century resisted defining national cultures in the name of inclusivity. But inclusion into what?
To secure our way of life.
So I think that these are actually the most revealing points in the manifesto, because they highlight some of the key continuities between emergent fascism and classical neoliberal theories. These statements could easily be slotted into the works of neoliberals like Hayek, Ludwig von Mises, or Rupke. So while neoliberalism it often has a perception of progressive, if not deep, commitments to multiculturalism, and this perception obscures that neoliberalism, both in its theory and in its practice, has long been a project of racial nationalism. In fact, the very first use of the term neoliberal comes from Ludwig von Mises, who argued in terms almost identical to Palantir's, that it is vain to deny that up to now certain races have contributed nothing or very little to the development of civilization and can, in this sense, be called inferior.
To secure our way of life that undergird the superiority of the West, we believe Palantir is a metaphor for the splendor and artistry and discipline necessary to build great things, what has made the West great over thousands of years.
For von Mises, the white races of Europe were the cultural superior races of the world, and the only ones capable of inventing and sustaining neoliberalism.
We got our first bot message. Best viewers hit ads online. Deny. Get the fuck out of here, bots.
Liberal market culture. And he makes this more explicit when he writes that it must be emphasized that the destiny of modern civilization as developed by the white peoples in the last 200 years is inseparably linked with the fate of economic science. This civilization was able to spring into existence because the peoples were dominated by ideas which were the application of the teachings of economics to the problems of economic policy.
To secure our way of life.
This construction of neoliberal racial superiority carried over from...
I don't think Alex Karp passes the one drop rule, though. That's the thing with these self-defeating inbred ideologies, is you find yourself eventually on the outside. Alex Karp and Peter Thiel, frankly, he's gay. He's gay as hell. He ain't gonna make it. He's not included.
Von Mises to his student, Hayek, who continued to justify the erecting of borders between culturally superior, white, market culture and the barbarous, non-market, Muslim-coded hordes at the door. And you can see how this kind of racial DNA within neoliberalism has endured into the techno-fascist articulation of a spyware company that absolutely loves, cannot get enough of supplying border surveillance and weapons technologies to either murder or deport the culturally inferior hordes at the door.
What I've been telling Democrats, and not just Democrats, established shape people in Europe, where I get a lot of calls, and all over the world, is you first of all, the idea that somehow it's a God-given right of people of widely divergent cultures to come to our culture, and here I mean America, but I've given this advice for the last 20 years, is not only inane, it goes against actual empirical experience, and none of your voters want it. And if you make this into some kind of bigotry, like we have to take everyone or we're a bigot, they're going to vote for people who actually are bigoted or not.
They love that shit. So even while Palantir is taking aim at the progressive neoliberal common sense of a kind of multicultural plurality, we can't fall into the trap that they're create this idea that there was a non-racist neoliberalism and, a racist form. Both progressive and regressive forms of neoliberalism were racist. As Alana Lenton explores in her excellent book, The New Racial Regime, neoliberal multiculturalism always operated in conjunction with the border to organize acceptable and unacceptable migrants, and that is those that are assimilatable and non-assimilatable, who are more often than not Muslim. Neoliberal multiculturalism was always conditional and always utilized its conditionality to decide which populations were deserving of inclusion within the state and which were not, which populations were able to be included within the category of human and which were not.
The idea that somehow it's a God-given right of people of widely divergent cultures to come to our culture, and here I mean America, but I've given this advice for the last 20 years, is not only inane, it goes against actual empirical experience.
And it's not surprising to me at all that Palantir's Supervillain Manifesto is reaching back into that fetid pit of racist neoliberalism as it demonstrates its techno-fascist intention to pursue the corporate state entanglement that ensures its survival. Alex Karp, Palantir, OpenAI as well, these tech companies, they're all Hayek's children, or to use Quinn Slobodian's terms, they're Hayek's bastards. Born of a neoliberal sludge, but desperate to jump on the US's violent imperial decline to intensify the worst impulses of an already dodgy philosophy. It freaks me out, man. I don't know. I don't know if I have a conclusion to draw here. This is a weird video. I'm spinning out. I don't know. Fuck Palantir. ACAB. Is that anything? Fucking hell. I guess the conclusion to draw is that it's not enough to just regulate AI companies. These companies need to be broken up, dissolved, and there needs to be some sort of revolutionary alteration of the state, or it will continue down this path of intensifying neoliberal fascist, techno-fascist freakdom as each new tech company leans more and more into how much it loves
revolution, he says,
security, stamping out crime, preventing workers from anyone from advocating against the state, from organizing against the state, and for making sure that there's a racial purity to the state, for ensuring a kind of fascistic rebirth of the state through these extreme surveillance border technologies. I guess that's as close to an idea of techno-fascism as I can get in this video. The symbiotic relationship between tech companies and the state under the guise of a racial superiority, racially pure state project. That's what they want.
My channel can only survive through audience support, whether that's through Patreon, PayPal, or Ko-fi. So if you liked this video, if you thought that my suffering through various clips of Alex Karp was worth it, please consider either signing up for Patreon from just $2 a month, where you get early access to videos, access to all the scripts and bibliographies and everything else.
Oh, that reminds me, the Politics Network is supported 100% by users like you. Don't forget to pick you up some politics token. If you don't got any money to spend, that's okay. We pay you for casting into the channel. We have airdropped lots of token to the top yearly casters, and we'll start doing, I think I want to do the next one will be 180 days, then 90 days, then 45, and then I think I want to end at like weekly ones, but I want to get a bunch of people rolling in, farming them drops. But we can't give away money if we don't have anyone buying our tokens. So if you want to help the success of everyone in a decentralized manner, not just trusting me to do all the work, but helping everyone come together to do the work, check out the Politics channel. That's been it from me this week. What has it been? Like about an hour and a half, 2. Got a good amount of viewers. We got one new caster onboarded. Let's see. Did what's his name? Did Freymon? He did not make it. He left the chat. But Mammoth Milk, we hope you continue to come together with us. And we'll be here next week at the exact same time, Monday at noon Central Standard Time. I don't know what that is for you Guyanans. It's 7 o'clock Universal Standard Time, UST. Whatever that is.
Find us. Come together. We must overthrow them. We must not continue to produce the memes of our production on their platforms under their control, to train their AI and to be determined by their algorithms. We must not. We must rise up against the algorithms of them. It's 2:21. Damn, bro. Wait. My geography's being really fucking stupid right now. So you're the other direction I thought you were. I was not thinking correctly on where Guyana was. Oh, you're South American. I fucked it up. Yeah, I was way off in my head. I was thinking Southeast Asia. You are South America. Welcome. We got lots of Chilean followers. They've kind of been MIA since Farcaster has been going through a little bit of a bear market, but it's okay. We're here for the long time and hard grind. We do not quit. Yeah, South American. Yeah, I fucked up. I think I confused Guyana and Guinea. I was thinking Papua New Guinea. I was thinking like, oh, maybe it's not Papua. You were just the Guinea part, but no, I'm fucking stupid. I'm stupid. South American. God, idiot. But yeah, tell us all about your politics, Mammoth Milk. We'd love to hear it in the Politics channel. We are not just a leftoid or a rightoid channel. I'm a leftist. I'm the degen communist, so I make my views plain and clear. But we tolerate all views in the Politics channel. Just keep up the vibes. Don't fuck around and cross any lines, and we'll keep you around. We all need a space where we can come out of our echo chambers and talk across the aisle, because that's what politics is. Politics is not communicating with those who agree with you, but those whom you disagree with. How do you compromise? How do you build coalitions of alliances with those not ideologically aligned with you? This is how. Online. Offline, they've been doing it for quite a number of years. They've got that shit locked down. But online, ain't no one got it figured it out except us, except the Politics Network. We've got you. Start casting, start showing up. It pays to pay attention. I'll see you next year. America being bad. An American being bad at geography, surprising. All right. It's been great coming together with all of y'all. I'll see you next week, and hopefully I'll see you, Mammoth Milk, on the timeline. And you can get some tips. You can start getting paid to be a political contributor. All right. Bye. I love you guys. Bye, Paul.